And the only intelligent thing to do is if you're paying someone like, I have a client that pays me $1,200 a month, and they've been paying me on auto bill for years, but I'm making them about 30 to 50 grand a month in revenue. So you would think the most intelligent thing you should do is say, okay, how do I pay, right? How do
Yeah.
you pay me 10 grand, 20 grand, 50 grand a month? But I think, I know like the truth of the matter is most people, if they were making 30 grand a month, they would just relax and like spend time with their kids and travel and like not work. There's like very few people who are like us, right, that like are like pushing to these like super insane levels of business. But that is really cool to see. And it is like, just are you cool saying the niche to
Yeah, I mean, I have no problem doing that. The niche is basement waterproofing.
Yep, which is actually one of the things that is crazy about the niche is it's so it's all insurance money, right? So isn't it like
Yeah,
just insane amounts of money? Because I actually had, when I was a kid, when I was like 7 years old, I was living in Wilmington, Delaware at the time, and I actually did have my basement flood, and I remember it was some insane amount of money. It was like $20,000 or something for them
yeah, it's big jobs. And honestly, like for anyone that's jumping in, like this is a niche that I kind of like accidentally fell into. I wouldn't actually, if I could do it again, it's been a pain. Like to get there hasn't just been like, oh, I just like, it's been a real pain. I don't even know if I would, like, you look at the money and you're like, you're stupid. You would do it again. Of course I knew I would do it again if I knew this was going to happen. But the niche itself isn't a niche I would be like, yo, everyone should go into this, because
Oh yeah.
it's very competitive. There's a lot, like there's money in it, which means there's a lot of competition. So anyone that wants to try it, go, feel free. But I've made a lot easier money than this. And I actually don't, I mean, I like this stuff over here because this right here is a lot more clients, which means I'm brick by brick, and I don't mind losing a client here. This one right here, obviously they're my baby. So I got to spend a lot of time and make sure that doesn't cancel. But yeah, I wouldn't, it just kind of happened. And that's the beauty of this thing, right? Like you go and you explore niches. I didn't even know what this was. Next thing you know, I know every single thing about basement waterproofing, right? And I'm making all this money, but like I said, it doesn't necessarily fit the bill of what I would recommend somebody that's just starting out doing, because of a lot of variables.